Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Tengoku Struggle. Not continuing, starting Sharaku's route. See, he's on the title screen. Okay, so anyway, let's go into stage. I miss Yona. Okay, I miss Yona on the, but we switched from Kikanosuke to Yona when we started Yona's route, so now Sharaku has to be there. So there he is. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm redoing this. I started recording before, but I'm gonna redo it just because. Oh, we went on a long, forever long tangent, and I was like, no, I can't waste your time. My forever long tangent is just that I bought a new computer, but we're not using it yet because I haven't gotten it. It comes tomorrow. One of you knows who you are, whispering in my ear.
Do it, Spacey. Buy a new computer.
That's my inner demon voice, but still. It's weird. Very weird. Because I'm very indecisive. And I can't believe I was just like, just do it! And I needed that push because that's why I put it up on Twitter. Like, somebody just tell me to do it. I was literally gonna text my friend and be like, I want to get a new computer. Can you just tell me to do it? Because they would have been like, just do it. Okay. You know what it is? My mother's gotten into my fucking head in my old age.
You don't need a new computer. Your computer works just fine.
It's my fucking money. I spend my money on whatever the hell I want. This is why my sister doesn't have a dog. Can't get a dog because my mom wouldn't come to my mom wouldn't like it. Not getting a dog for my mom. I wouldn't get a dog because whatever. But it'd be like, I'm like, what? I'm allowed to get a new computer if I want a new computer. Even though this one works perfectly fine. But it's that I'm getting old to the point where this one's fine. Yeah, the Wi-Fi adapter doesn't work, and I have to like, oh, hi, hotness and topless. Okay, that was nice. Anyway, I have to like manually plug it into the Ethernet cable, into the router, or into the wall because the Wi-Fi adapter doesn't work, and lost that 2 terabyte hard drive. Okay, I'm sorry. Can we just say, this was an upgraded computer, so I would never trust buying a third-party upgraded computer like this again. Because that was a train wreck, and I've been complaining for 4 years about my 2 terabyte hard drive that's dead. And that was upgraded. Mine came with a 1 terabyte solid state drive 4 years ago. Why has it been 4 years and we're still like, it's a 1 terabyte solid state drive? You're like, that's 4 years ago. I'm gonna need you to do better. Why is it so fucking hard to find computers that have more fucking storage? Dude! I know it's a laptop, but what the fuck? Why did technology just stop? I'm complaining about this since I did this. Yes. Ready to start Sharaku's route. Woohoo! But anyway, it'll be a while before you see the new computer because I gotta put everything on. Thank God this one's not dead. Because like it's gonna take me a while to like back up everything off of this, put it all on that one, get all the programs running and be like, ah fuck, I forgot this. So it's gonna take a while. And I'm not looking forward to it. I want someone else to do it. Like, I'm excited to have a new computer, but I am not excited about transferring everything over. So, like, until I do that, we'll be using this one for a while. Like, I'm also not going to retire this one for a while. This will be my downstairs computer. I mean, it'll just be, like, downstairs if I'm like, oh, I need to look something up, and I don't feel like looking it up on my phone. I'm like, oh, instead of being like, I gotta walk all the way upstairs for my computer, I guess I'll just look it up on my phone. You know what I mean? Or like, oh, I want to my computer's all the way upstairs. And maybe, just maybe, although I don't think it has 3 USB ports, so it's not going to matter. But like this one can't function. It could be my capture card. Really, it could be my capture. I don't even know if my capture card's going to work. It's going to be like, capture card's too old to work with this fancy new computer. I don't know. It barely works with this one. Okay, and this computer is like dragging her toes behind her, all right? Like, this computer cannot function if you have my portable hard drive and the capture card plugged in at the same time. And a mouse. It's got 3 USB ports. You can't use all of them at the same time. Can't. The computer doesn't know how to handle that. And it's like, this is the feeling it's my capture card, to be fair. But So I might need to get another one of those now. Anyway, 5:30 a.m. I'm up an hour earlier than when my alarm is supposed to go off. Maybe I'm nervous. Also, it's been forever for me, and I'm pretty sure yesterday me told you, like, next time you see me, I'll be like, it's been 84 years. It has been. It's been like 3 weeks, probably. Because I had to, like, rush record some of our other game. Because we were really getting behind on that one. And then I couldn't record for a week. And then I recorded some of the other game when I came back. My mojo wasn't here when I came back from, like, not having recorded. I was like, I got so much stuff to do, but I just don't feel. So, like, I think it's been like 3 weeks. So I have no fucking clue what's going on. But anyway. Well, I'm supposed to be on cleaning duty today. I suppose I should just get dressed. Okay. Phew, I feel much better. I've got to try even harder starting today. I've got to try even harder starting today. Jesus. I have to deal with Sharaku. This isn't going to be easy. Promise. I'm going to get a soul preservation certificate. This is going to be interesting. How hard do you think he's going to flirt with us? I hope it's hard. Is there someone in the living room? No one would be awake yet, right? Yona might not have gone to sleep. How early is it?
Oh, you're up early.
She just stares at him. I stepped inside to see Sharaku using a lint roller. Good morning, Sharaku. I was supposed to be in charge of cleaning the living room today. Let's swap.
I just couldn't stand the sight of all these loose hairs here.
Loose hairs? Could they be from Kikanosuke? When he said these loose hairs, my brain was all just thinking Kikanosuke because he's actually a dog, so he probably sheds like one.
I don't know why, but he got back in the onsen last night, stayed too long, and went into wolf mode. And then he started rolling around here a while.
Yeah. Fucking dog. He was up late? He should have said something. I hope he's alright.
Oh, he's fine. It was nothing to worry about. There's just all this hair left everywhere. Well, I imagine that body gives him trouble. I was just using this since I was worried the vacuum might wake you up.
Okay, well, let me do it.
I told you it's fine.
It's my turn.
Okay, well, want to use the vacuum? I'll wipe the area down with a wet towel.
Are you sure? He doesn't seem upset or anything. He just likes keeping things clean. Like a neat freak. I went to grab the vacuum. Neat freak. Always by your side, Hellnet Takamura. Good morning, everyone. Time for our deal of the day on Hellnet Takamura. Leading the showcase today is, oh my, a vacuum cleaner that can clean anything. Of fucking course it is. It's like they hear you. Vacuums up to anything. Vacuum cleaner made with Orichalcum of the Six Realms. Synthetic artifact spirit installed. Comes with self-vacuuming function. Does it really? Can it do it by itself? Seriously? Robot vacuum? Is he blushing? He is blushing. His little sprite is blushing. He's like, oh, it's a vacuum. It's so sexy. Seriously, sweetie, you've got problems. It's got a special filtration system that uses the ashes of corpses from hell's own black fiery wind's punishment. You can't beat that. It's made using Orichalcum of the Six Realms, the same stuff used in hell's torture devices. Orichalcum? Or whatever. Can't say that, so whatever it is. It's incredibly sturdy, but also so beautiful to look at. A perfect item for your home. The best part is that it comes equipped with a synthetic spirit, allowing it to clean all on its own. No maintenance necessary. Incredible! This amazing machine is, can you believe it? Normally 700,000 yen. It can be yours for the low cost of 400,000 yen. This deal is for today only. That's expensive. An artifact spirit? So it's like Hari? But why would an expensive material like Orichalcum, or whatever it's called, used for a vacuum? It's such a waste of our resources. And why would... And who would ever buy a vacuum cleaner for 400,000 yen? Yeah, because, like, yet technically you just move the decimal place over. That's like $4,000. Or you just move the decimal place or the comma. So, like, 100 yen is like $1 because you'd move the decimal. So that's like 4,000 fucking dollars? Rough calculation. It's not an exact. But, you know, like, that's like, but it's still roughly like 4,000 fucking dollars. That's really expensive! Shit! Now that Takamura, so sketchy. This item's pretty strange. I imagine Sensei Nono has something to do with it. Well, yeah. Look at him.
A vacuum with a synthetic spirit. Whoa.
Good thing you didn't say that part out loud about anybody would be fucking stupid owning a $4,000 vacuum, but... Morning. You two are up early. Good morning. You are too, Yona. I do. I'm gonna go out for a jog and get some breakfast on the way. A run sounds nice. I don't think my skills have gone soft, but I want to build up my stamina, so I'm gonna keep at it. Okay, I'm out of here. Have fun. His voice is a little off. Running does seem like a good idea. The morning air in the human realm's very refreshing. Sharaku? I look back toward him, recalling his unsettling murmurs from just earlier.
What?
Right, I'm sure I was just mishearing things. It's nothing. Okay, time to clean. She's gonna come home to that motherfucking vacuum. Uh-oh. It's Sensei Nono. Ooh, 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 are we going to Hell Mansion? Good morning. I'm sorry to bother you so early in the morning. Oshichi cannot come today. Can you come help out at the shop? Oh, okay, we got a waitress. Never mind. She can't? That's awful. I'll head there now.
And don't tell me you got called out to help again.
I did. Do you remember that friend of mine you saw the other day? Sounds like she wasn't able to come to work all of a sudden. Maybe she's not feeling well. Or maybe...
I don't think she went Mume.
Did you know that I would... What? How did you know what I was thinking?
When it comes to being told that someone from hell isn't able to do anything anymore, that's the first thing you'd think of, right? But if your friend's going through something so extreme as that, the corporate slave would say something, I'm sure.
Yeah, you're right. Sharaku's words relieved me. Also, I'm sorry. I intended to work on raising our blood bond starting today.
Don't worry, I'll just be keeping an eye out around Asakusa.
Thanks. I'll go ahead and head over now. I was so busy this morning that I didn't have time to talk to Sharaku about his blood survey. 23%. I can't really lean forward to read that. So, nickname Shiro, assigned to the crushing hell. Date of death, August 31st, 1797. Height, 187 centimeters. Weight, 70 kilograms. Sins, murder, and perverse acts. It's gonna... You say perverse acts, and it's like, you had premarital sex. That's not a perverse act, but you know what I mean? Like, what are you defining as perverse acts? Because my dirty mind is probably thinking way more inappropriate things than what he actually did. Hobbies, cleaning. The weirdest hobby. Special skills, cooking and cleaning. Strengths, a commitment to keeping things clean. Weaknesses, having a bad mouth. Impressions of the Hell Guardian, the captain of the mud boat. Okay. Requests for the Hell Guardian, you can ask for... Oh, you can ask for me free of charge. Are you paying yourself out for your sexual services or your cleaning services? Because, you know, with the perverse acts, like, I don't really know anymore. He didn't seem to take this seriously. Yeah, because, like, well, considering that personality, I already knew this wasn't going to be easy. He's going to be all flippin' and goofy on the outside and, like, just like, are you going to be a sad sack on the inside? Is that what it is? Oh. Good morning, Sensei Nono. If you need me to sweep, I'll get right to it. Oh, I'm mostly done now. Please, come inside. Sensei Nono, Oshichi's okay, right? But of course, I apologize. I thought explaining your circumstances would take too long over the phone. She actually twisted her ankle when coming home last night. Oh no! Is it so bad she can't walk? Apparently, of all things, she was running after someone who she thought looked exactly like Shinosuke from behind. I need to know more about Shinosuke. I need to know more about him. Because they keep mentioning he's got to be in here somewhere. She's got to find him at the end. You can't just leave this thread flapping in the wind, is all I'm saying, you know? In the end, when he looked back toward her, she saw he was a completely different person and tripped from her sudden exasperation. I see. The injury itself has already been healed, though through a special compress. However, I asked her to take the day off for today. She's quite reluctant to take days off due to her desire to run into Shinosuke. She believes he's not in hell, so she does not want to miss out on the chance of her running into him in the human realm. I see. So I told her a small lie, telling her she must stay in bed to fully recover in order to get her to get some rest. Mother would be pleased with this lie, I'm sure. Her tenacity, her desire to see the man she loves is quite incredible. Is strong enough for her to set a fire to her own house. Yeah. her tenacity and desire to see the man she loves is incredible. That's a way to phrase the fact that she lit her house on fire. We're sitting there like, not sure if I would go with incredible, but sure. I will let you in on a secret. However, you must promise to keep it to yourself. She cannot know. Oh my god, are we getting more information on Shinosuke? Okay, we get a little bit more every time, I feel like. What is it? Just as her instincts tell her, the man called Shinosuke no longer exists in hell. Sensei Nono? This is a secret, okay? It must absolutely be kept as such. Because, like, we barely talked about him in Kikinosuke's route. It was like a passing thing. There was a little bit more like, oh, hey, Yona, if you ever see this guy, like, talked about him a little bit more, and now we have this, so, like, okay, what do you know? Like, is he somehow tied into the plot? Because, like, interesting. But then, does that mean... I'm quite fond of the girl. She is bright and cheery and is an honest worker, which is why I wish for her to be happy. However, if that man's life as Shinosuke has ended and he has become someone else, there's a very low possibility that he will remember her. Yeah, because, okay, so obviously he did go to hell because he said he doesn't exist in hell any longer. So, he's probably moved on. Like, that means he wasn't as in love with you as with Oshichi as she wasn't with him. But to be fair, they, like, talked. Not even like they held hands. She was just like, I was so in love with him, though I lit my house on fire to be with him, and then he was already dead. I'm like, she's crazy. She's fucking crazy. Like, let's be real. Girl's insane, but we love her anyway. That's kind of what makes this game fun, is everybody's a little bit batshit in a way. We're all awful in some way, shape, or form. You know? Except for us. We don't know what we did in our past life, aside from it was probably Love Goemon. I just feel like that's a safe assumption, because, you know, the opening scene. And we were probably a wonderful, fluffy, goody two-shoes little snowflake. Because that's the way they always are. The main characters never have any drama. Although we're a Hell Guardian now, so it's like... But, like, we don't remember our past, so we were probably a good, wonderful, wholesome girl. What do you want to bet? We're not that anymore, so good enough. Would it not be so terrible to discover the one you loved so much has forgotten about you? That's true. Oh, we've seen that bad ending twice. Although, to be fair, in Yona's, it was like we both died and were reborn and then found each other again, even though we didn't know who the other... It was still adorable. Kikinosuke, though, experienced this, like... Oh, what's gonna happen here? This bad end. It would be so painful and sad. Oh. Shinoraku's not gonna be reborn and then we're gonna pine over him, because, like, so far we've had Kikinosuke loses us and pines over our reincarnation and we have no clue who he is. Yona and I both were reincarnated and like didn't have to, you know what I mean? So like the other option of that is Sharaku gets reborn, we're still us, and then we see him and pine over his, you know what I mean? Although to be fair, even in those bad endings, they're like, oh, they hurt a little bit, but they're still kind of pretty, and you still have a little bit of hope, like, well, like maybe it'll work out. Especially like in Yona's, you know? You're like, oh, but we found each other again. That's kind of sweet, you know? We don't remember each other, but our souls kind of do. So it's kind of okay. Anyway. Quite right. And that's why I can't help but think that she should forget about this Shinosuke character altogether and find a new romance. I didn't have anything to say to that. Shinosuke, maybe he's forgotten Oshichi. That's very likely, considering the principles of reincarnation. Everyone in hell knows that. And Oshichi, of course, knows that too. I wanted him to carry me on his back across the Sanzu River. But Oshichi's been holding on to these feelings for Shinosuke all this time. After falling to hell, I'm sure the reason she's been able to stay there without disappearing is because of those feelings. Again, it's kind of like, it's not just like, well, let's not tell her because that might hurt her. It's the, if we tell her, everything she's been holding on for is gone. And eventually she might like go find herself at peace and then just like cross over to the other side. Like basically like go into reincarnation or whatever. You know what I mean? So like she might let go and then we won't have Oshichi anymore. Because like her desire to find him and see him again is keeping her tethered, you know? Considering all that, I can't tell her to just forget him. Sensei Nono, the possibility of him remembering isn't zero, right? I've learned that in some rare, very rare cases, there are people who still have their memories. Although I myself have never come across anyone like that. You don't even have your own memories of your own life. So like, you should be like, I think it's really rare because I can't even remember my life. Most people remember their life after they die. I can't even remember that. So like, Shinosuke like then remember his prior life now that he's back to life again? That's asking a lot of him, I'm just saying. Yes, there are very, very rare cases. And I'll pray that the man who was Shinosuke does remember who Oshichi is. And that's very like you to offer that response. And now then, shall we open up shop soon? You could also hope that, like, if she finds him again and he doesn't remember her, but she recognizes him, whatever, that they could start anew and they could fall in love again. Or technically, he might fall in love with her this time. Because I kind of, if again, I might be misremembering, but I know she was obsessed with him, but they never even kissed or anything. She was just like, she fell in love with him. He was just like a nice monk boy, wasn't he? Like, that lived in the temple that took them in when something bad happened. Was it a fire? And then she wanted so desperately to see him again, she lit her house on fire again and then died in the fire? Because she's an idiot? You know what I mean? It might not be the exact extent of the story, but it was like something like that. But I feel like I kind of remember the fact that she was obsessed with him, but we don't really know that he was ever really in love with her. So, like, that would kind of suck, though. You know? We'll find out. I'm sure, because, like, they keep bringing it up, so it's gotta have... They can't just leave it like, flapping around out there. They gotta tie it up in a bow somehow, so... It's already sunset. Though it was to help Sensei Nono, I felt disappointed I couldn't get my real work done. Maybe I'll try walking around town a bit. Gonna run into Sharaku. Oh, sorry. I wonder if that person who was trying to commit suicide the other day is okay. You mean Jack? It's a lot like Jack. I wonder if he might be around the well again. Well, even if he isn't there, those red wisteria were so pretty. I'll go take a look around. And I do want to make it clear, because, like, if she was, like, a goody two-shoes little dainty wallflower like all of our main characters in her former life, she's not anymore. So I'm okay with that. Pretty sure that was fairly clear, but I know I complain about the main characters a lot in games. I just hate it when there was, I'm so embarrassed and everything. Oh my god, like, get over it. she's spunky and sassy and like gets embarrassed about shit. Sure, fine. But is also like, fuck you, I'll whip you. And I like it. You know? I don't want all of that to go away because she remembers she was like, you know, dainty goody two shoes Mary Sue over here, you know? Like, don't ruin it, game. Keep it the way it is. Anyway. Oh, someone's here.
Well, if it isn't the Lord Daughter of Enma.
Wow, who figured we'd run into her? Huh. Well, not necessarily unfounded because Simon is the one that we're going to end up dragging back. Although, isn't he in love with her? So how? We're not probably getting to her until Goemon, I would think. Unless we somehow that would tie into Jack's route. But then what the fuck is the purpose of Goemon's route that makes it even more interesting? You know what I mean? Because, like, you have to do Jack before Goemon, right? So, like, you're getting the bigger fish as we go. We're getting bigger and bigger fish. So, like, it's weird that, like, okay, we've got all of our boyfriends. We're taking down the baddies. Okay, Asimon's going to be our main goal, probably in this route. And then we go to Jack where we don't try to get anybody back. And then you go to Goemon and then you go... Like, it seems weird. You know what I mean? It seems like you're like, oh, we just totally change up the formula. Where usually you change up the formula at the last route, not in the middle. So... Okay, that's not entirely true. We just played My Next Life as a Villainess, and we saw that one route where you're like, what the hell is happening? Like, just totally came out of left field. So, okay, fair enough, never mind, but, But then if Jack was, like, infiltrating into the group, like, then what would Goemon be doing? Because somewhere in my brain, I'm like, okay, well, like, she's the big bad, right? But is she? Like, oh my god, what else? Ooh. Well, anyway. I didn't have any chance to get away. Under the red sky, the crimson petals falling from the wisteria looked like drops of blood. We'll find out when we get there. I couldn't help but see them that way. Blood suits it so well. I won't strike you down as long as you do not interfere with Lady Shinobikini. His voice is always all over the place. Ugh. That's what he told me before, but... Sorry, bird. I wonder if I'd still be able to call Hayai if I were cut in half right now. No, I have to get back to the house.
Please, don't look so worried. We don't have the slightest desire to hurt you.
I don't know if I believe that. Her hand looks so awkward. Actually, well, I mean, the other one's covered, but like that, the one that's up by her face looks just something so really, really wrong about it. Is it just me? Like, the proportions and everything seem like really off. It's distracting and it's kind of terrifying. There you go, thanks. Keep that hand away.
We know that both the Hell and Heavenly realms doubt our intentions from all the recent events. But have we committed any crimes?
Probably. Her voice was beautiful. It had a luster to it that entranced even me as a woman. Yes, my voice absolutely is very much like that. I love it when they say these lines about the voices, and I'm like, well, you have to deal with mine, but sure.
We simply want to save people. I simply want to share the joy I felt when I was saved by the spider's thread. What fault is there in that?
Okay, no, that's true. Okay. Because she was saved, right? And then she conned Mukun into sending the spider. So she conned him. So there you go. Conning an idiot. I love him so much. Our poor precious idiot. He is I'd say he's a himbo, but he's not even. He's a total bimbo. Because he's so delicate and like, he can't be a himbo. You have to be kind of a little buff and manly. And he's just so not even there. But he's just dumb. He's so stupid and it's so adorable and I can't get over it. But, like, you conned him into throwing this. So, like, yeah, that's a crime right there. You should know. You don't tease the dummies. It's not nice. It's not nice. Poor idiot, you know? But she had the spider's thread thrown down, and we never really got much info on that. It was just like, oh yeah, the spider's thread was for her, and it's like, but did she really deserve it? You know what I mean? Like, it goes down like, oh, when they're repentant and all that stuff like that to give them a second chance type of a thing. Like, oh, okay, these guys have moved on and they want to be better, or like, whatever. But, like, since she's being shady now, it kind of makes you question how she got out to begin with. And, like, she's the puppet master, but is she the puppet master? Or is there a puppet master mastering her? You know what I'm saying? Like, is there someone else behind the scenes who got her out and then is letting her do all this stuff while they're secretly pulling all the strings behind the scenes? And it just seems like she orchestrated this and whatever, because how did she get out? You know, that seems sus. Because if she was genuine in all of her repentance and all of that or whatever that would cause the spider's thread, then you wouldn't be then, let's do a complete 180 and kind of turn around and be shady and do all this crap. You know what I'm saying? Unless she's being conned and she actually believes that she's doing the right thing and doesn't know. And then she's an idiot. I don't know. I don't think she's an idiot, though. She's a really good con woman, so she might be in cahoots with someone else. And there's no way it's Mukun, because he's too stupid. Too stupid for that. So, like, who else? Interesting. Okay. All right. And have we met this person before, or is it a new character they're going to introduce in, like, a later route? Wait a minute! I was trying to think of characters that we've met. Jester actor clown guy. Okay, wait. He's there and he's been doing... Okay, wait. Every other side character kind of ties to a character or whatever, right? Like, Glasses Shady Dude is, Azami's manager and whatever, but, like, Jester Boy, right? What the fuck is his purpose? Aside from we saw him, like, try to do, like, he's gonna be the red spinner or whatever in Yona's, and then that never went anywhere. I don't think he's shady, but, like, has Oshichi seen him? Because what if he's Shinosuke? Okay, I'm sorry. That's all. I was trying to think of other characters. Like, who are the other characters we may have seen in passing that don't seem to have a purpose? And he red flagged in my head. And I was like, wait, Jester Boy doesn't seem to have a purpose? But wouldn't she recognize him? But that's what I'm wondering. Like, what if she's never seen him in all of her time walking around, or only ever seen him with the makeup on? She wouldn't recognize him. But he's been on TV and stuff, but maybe she wasn't in the human realm when that happened. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm just throwing it out there. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out who Shinosuke is too. There's so many mysteries going on. Anyway. I can't let my guard down. Yeah, I'm just wondering, are you actually the puppet master, or you just think you are? You're just the mascot. I'll get caught in her beautiful spider web. However, even those of the heavenly realm acknowledge that you've committed an escape. Oh my, are those heavenly realm liars? I can't believe I'm feeling embarrassed. It's not like she was showing her skin and trying to come off as flirty with me. And yet, there was a beauty sleeping through every part of her, down to her fingertips. I do like that, like, her kimono and stuff like that has, like, a spider web and stuff on it. So, like, you know. Please, discontinue service to the app. Come back to hell with us in peace. Gotta do this fucker. Oh, no, she backed away. I thought we was gonna go to a Simon, but we gotta do his voice all the time. Oh, hurt. These wisteria are amazing, aren't they? These wisteria have been around here since we were alive, haven't they, Simon? Yes. He's just gonna have to have a deep, gruff voice, because it's so hard doing a voice for him. So many days and moons have passed since then, and here they are again to greet us. Here they are to greet us again. Sorry, whatever. Does she not even want to talk to me anymore? It's probably better. I was in the crushing hell. She plucks a crimson petal from Simon's hair with her fingers. It was such an affectionate and captivating sight. Where were you appointed? felt embarrassed being unable to answer her, to reveal that I was someone who had nothing, was empty inside. I am a transient.
Oh my. I've heard transients are empty inside and disappear right after they arrive in hell.
Well, here I am, although I don't know how.
I'm sure there's something tying you here, somewhere in your soul.
Going on. Well, I mean, first it was Kikanosuke, and then it was Yona. It's Yona for me. But I think for real and her, it's Goemon. I mean, come on. We ran into him at the river's edge in the very beginning, and we saw that little thing, and it's just like he's the last route, so it makes sense.
I'm quite skilled at reading faces. Yours, daughter of Enma, is one that's yearning for love.
Huh?
Good day to you, then.
What? The two of them disappear as if melting into a fog of crimson wisteria. No! I felt both the relief from not being attacked, but also so embarrassed by her words just now. Okay, that, like, getting embarrassed over that, I could feel. You know what I mean? Like, you're looking for love, peace, and you're like, what, huh? No? She's so vehemently over here denying and being like, men suck and I hate men because they're pretty. Yearning for love? No, that's just ridiculous. But we don't know ourselves well enough to know that that's ridiculous, but it's true. Sensei no. Grabs him. Does my face look like it's yearning for love? Like you're cruising for a bruising if you keep grabbing me like that. Oh, did you forget something? Is there something weird on my face? 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth. Is there anything else? What sort of answer do you wish for? Do I seem like an unpleasant person? I wouldn't say so, no. Thank you. What does that have to do with her saying you're yearning for love? That's not possible. I'm sure they were just toying with me. Now, welcome back. Tama, can I ask you something? Is there something wrong with my face?
It's as beautiful and healthy as ever, meow.
I glared into the mirror in my room. My voice is also not working properly today because, like, a couple of days ago, not yesterday, but the day before, like, my allergies were so fucking bad that, like, the amount of sneezing I did and, like I can't. Yesterday, my voice was completely wrecked, so I'm surprised it's even half good today. I'm completely normal, right? There's nothing wrong with me anywhere, is there? Yearning for love? I've never been told that. I'm sure they were messing with me. My lady, you're back, right? Hey there, Sharaku brought back some sweets. Want to join us for a snack? Sweets? Thanks, I'll come down after I change. Okay, we'll be here. Mom was turning away when I asked, can I ask you something? Very weird. What's up? Is there anything wrong with my face? It looks fine. Yeah, it's fine. What happened? As part of my duties, I need to report to everyone that I ran into those two. I'll tell you all downstairs. You saw Simon and Shinobikini at the well? I'm surprised you made it back safe. Nah, I was personally attacked. Yeah, I was lucky. It might actually have been good that you were alone. I'm glad it ended as just a greeting. That guy slashes first and asks questions later. Be careful. We can't tell you not to just walk around at night after all. Yeah, I will. I didn't know that lady left her temple. I asked around a bit and everyone says that she never leaves. That's what I've heard too.
They started their app. Maybe they came out of their little cave to see what's been going on.
Right. That's possible. And whatever it is, let's stay sharp and keep gathering intel. And let's assign our targets, too, just in case we come across any of them.
And then I'm taking out a Simon. Sorry to Yona and Kiku, but I've had a beef with that guy ever since my past life. I'm not taking no for an answer.
You can't handle him alone. If you say so, do your best. I mean, you can't handle him alone sounds so douchey. Like, you can't handle him alone. Like, but then if you say so, do your best. Just like, okay, good luck dying. I feel like the right answer is probably do your best. Like, if you say so. Like, okay, like, because you have faith in him as opposed to, you can't handle him alone as, like, no faith, but there's just something about the wording of, if you say so, do your best. It just sounds so sarcastic. It's if you say so, do your best. Okay. Okay, if you say so, do your best. It still comes out sarcastic. There's no way to say that not sarcastically. Hey, you saw me and Kiku get taken out, right? Of course I did. But if we consider our numbers, we're honestly at a disadvantage. They've got Shinobikini, Asa the Slasher, Okuni and Sanzaburo, and Kiku's sister. And I'd like to keep an eye on that guy Jack, too. Well, here's the thing. Yona took out Okuni and Sanzaburo, so good for him. Asa's probably stronger than both of them, but still, he took out 2 people. We do have to keep those blood bonds in mind. Starting tomorrow, I'll be working with Sharaku. If both of us are cut down, let's contact Hayai and be sure to get back here. Seriously? Alright, with that said, this meeting's over. Let's eat those snacks you bought. Ugh, way to change the subject. Oh my god, look at how cute they are! I love them! I want them! I wanted to be like, I want the fucking little cherry blossom one, but right above that is a goofy looking bunny. And I want that one too, and like the one that looks like a strawberry, but also a leaf at the same time. Next to there's like the bunny and the little sunflower and the little swirly red thing and then the little orange. And then there's then the next row going back to the left. You can see them, but that one that's next to the cherry blossom, it looks like a strawberry, but it also has a leaf print instead of like, you know what I mean? That looks like a leaf print on it. And then there's a maple leaf, and whatever that little purple one is, I like that one. That one's pretty. Purple flower underneath is cute. Then there's one with a little fish in it! It's like a beach scene! I know now I'm going right to left, but whatever. Then that one looks like a pile of french fries. And then the rose. I love them all. They're all cute. I like the bunny. The bunny and I love that one. There's something about it that keeps drawing my eye. Although the little fish scene one is kind of neat. They're all fucking cool. Wow! Nirikiri? Nirikiri confection? Yeah, well. Oh, these Nirikiri confections are so cute. Nettie? Is it Nettie? Nettie kitty? That's really fucking hard. Anyway. Those. Whoa. Are these all edible? Hydrangea, roses, iris. And this red one has to be those wisteria. Oh, is that what that's supposed to be? It looked like a strawberry. I guess it was supposed to be wisteria. Okay. It's pretty amazing that a person actually made these by hand.
It's from a shop in Ura. The shop looks so broken down, like it's gonna collapse any second. I tried some dango there and it was pretty good.
Ura's got a lot of cheap but good shops. My lady, pick whatever one you want. Really? Then maybe I'll have the red wisteria. I placed the adorable flower onto a plate. No, you picked the wrong one. You picked the cherry blossom or the bunny. Huh? Maybe that's Sensei No-No. That guy would just barge in on his own. Yes, who is it? Good evening, I'm with Helmnet Takamura. I have a delivery from Mr. Sharaku Toshisai. As soon as the delivery person showed up, I was like, he bought that motherfucking vacuum. Huh? A very bad feeling ran through me. He bought that fucking vacuum. Where did he get the money? Couldn't have... I mean, not something that ridiculous. And how did you have 400,000 yen for a vacuum and still bought these snacks? Like, how much money do you have? That's a lot. Oh, whoops, I forgot to read that line. I'm sorry. Yeah. I waited nervously by the crimson wisteria. Okay. What the heck is this? A vacuum made out of Orichalcum of the Six Realms? This looks pretty cool. Let's make a cannon out of it. I'm like, why is Yona excited about a vacuum and then he decided to make a cannon out of it? Yeah, okay, that explains everything. He knew it! 400,000! What? You're not telling me 400,000 is the price of this thing, right? Sharaku! So you did buy it this morning! What are you even gonna do with this thing?
How is that even a question? I'm gonna clean with it, of course. Why? Do you want to use it for your own personal pleasure?
It's a vacuum. Ew! What the fuck? What kind of weirdo? What have you? What? Sir? I don't want to know what kind of perverse axe conch you sent to hell because you're starting to show your freak, and it's not the right kind. I don't have time for your dirty jokes. 400,000 is an entire month's wage. You're getting 400,000 yen a month? Fuck. Eddie Moneybags over here.
Just remember, a boy from the capital isn't exactly living off check to check.
Don't try and justify your careless spending.
What are you even going on about? You're not my wife or anything, so you don't even have a right to complain about how I spend my money.
As much as I want to tell you to go die in the woods, we need to be sure we're healthy every day in order to complete our mission. Also, he's already dead. What? How will you pay for food tomorrow?
I'll survive off water.
You serious? How about I lend you some? You can give me 10% interest a week.
Wow, what a deal. Look, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Return it. Of course I'm gonna worry. I feel like of course I'm gonna worry. Don't tell him to return it. Tell him you're gonna worry. Yeah. Of course I'm gonna worry. You need food to survive. Drinking only water isn't gonna work.
I use my body to make some money.
Alright, now now I might understand. So you were whoring yourself out and you can ask for me anytime. Yeah, okay, so, alright, man whore. I mean, he has the flirty whore personality, so. But, like, I mean, insinuating that I wanted to borrow your vacuum to get up, that's really just gross. I've thought this for a while now, but you're the least apologetic of everybody for your actions. She got her whip out. Let's have a nice long talk in the basement.
You know, I hate that side of Hell Guardians. How you all think anyone will listen to anything you have to say if you just hurt them? And do it if you want, but just know you can't control me with that. He's like, I get off on it.
I feel like Sharako would be the one that absolutely would like being whipped. What am I doing? I'll eat my Nerikiri in my... Nerikiri? Whatever. In my room, thank you. Hey.
If you're gonna run away, give the cat freak a little. He'll probably like the fish one.
Thank you very much. I'll have him thank you himself as well.
Cheap! That look on your face! Were those men cruel to you again, meow?
These are snacks from Sharaku. Let's have some.
Meow, meow! This is a sweet fish! It's so cute!
Make sure to thank him later.
Cheap! Did Sharaku bully you, meow?
No, it's my fault.
It's okay. I'm here if you want to vent.
Tama and I faced each other and ate. You remember, right, Tama, how after coming here to the human realm, made a decision? I said I wouldn't use violence to make them obey me like how I learned in my lessons. I really do want to treat them as equals and build trust between us. But it just goes right to my whip, especially with Shark who opens that goddamn beautiful mouth of his. And my mouth just runs off about wanting to punish them. Again! I mean... I couldn't say anything back to him and I ran away. Sure is scary how habits can get so ingrained into one's body.
That's just fine though, meow. You shouldn't hesitate to punch some prisoners, meow.
But we shouldn't.
Chief!
I put the soft wisteria into my mouth and its refined sweetness calmed my nerves. Well, even though I know we shouldn't, I still feel pathetic about what happened. I'll be sure to apologize to Sharaku tomorrow. I'm sure he bought the vacuum thinking about cleaning Kikanosuke's hairs.
Meow. You really don't have to be nice to them, meow. Chief.
Sharagu, don't pick on the Lord Hell Guardian. We're all living under the same roof, so it'll cause the rest of us trouble too. I was like, Yona's being nice! This is a first. You weren't even nice in your own route for a while. It's like, don't pick on her. She's gonna get moody with the rest of us. Okay, well, that makes more sense. It's like sometimes he opens his mouth in this seriously, like wow, look at this cool vacuum. And I'm like, are you okay? We should turn it into a cannon. Never mind, you're fine. And then, like, right here, he's like, don't pick on her. Are you okay? She'll just take it out on the rest of us. Okay, good. Never mind. All right. Like, he's throwing me for a loop every time he opens his mouth, this one. But, like, we could just enjoy the... Sharako, your towel's about to fall off. I'm just saying. It's falling off that one side. So, you just... I'd say you enjoy that, but I can't leave it up like this. Like... You know, because I gotta put the thing up and then you can't really see it.
She's got too much attitude for a provisional Hell Guardian.
Our lady's earnest about everything she says and does. She's really worried you'll be living off water alone. You already know that, though. I can lend you money. Why did you buy that thing in the first place? 400,000? Are you crazy? Do you know how many games I can play with that kind of money?
Quiet. I don't regret investing in cleanliness. You're from Edo, Kiku. You need to splurge too.
I wasn't born there, and besides, I like to keep savings just in case. Kikanosuke being the smart financial advisor over here. I like to make sure I have a savings, because you never know when bad things are going to happen and you're going to need a nest egg to fall back on. I'm just saying. Like, excuse me? Don't be responsible. Try to teach us responsibility as we throw all of our money at Atome Games and buy a new computer. No, kind of shit. In any case, be sure to apologize tomorrow.
Not happening.
Ooh, the nun and the executioner. Title of the first chapter. Interesting. And now we're in Sharaku chapter 2. Huh. You left already? Yeah, you left around when I went out running. So maybe about an hour ago. Thanks. I wanted to talk with Sharaku, so I'll head out too. That man eating soba earlier looked really nice. We should scout him to join our club. But you know, Mom, he's pretty unfriendly. I tried before and he just glared at me. Can't be. We have customers who like that too. They'll make a killing in a single night. Is that how things work? There sure is a lot of depth in this business. Excuse me. Huh? Oh, if it isn't King Enma's daughter. We run a clean, legit business, okay? No, I'm not here about that. The man who was eating soba, was he wearing a jumpsuit and did he have a hat on? Yes, he did. Oh, was that your man? Not at all. Which way did he go? I'm not sure, although what's over that way is Senju Kotsugahara. Senju Kotsugahara. Look, it's been weeks since I played, so you can't throw like 18-letter fucking words at me, okay? Right. Sorry. Said Senju Kotsugahara, right. No way! Are you for real that my love will come true if I use this water?
Of course, but that guy really doesn't know how to choose him if he has his eyes set on a cutie. If he hasn't set his eyes on a cutie like you.
Are you selling bottled water to girls and pretending it's love potion? Because that's shady, dude. Hey, mister, draw me next. I'll buy some of that enchanted Sanzu River water, too. So basically, he's like selling Sanzu River water, but not really. It's probably just regular water. But he's drawing them. So like, okay, you're paying for the drawings. Alright, that's not exactly shady. Yeah, drawing characters as love charms. One painting, love charm characters? 3,000 yen, cursed water from the Sanzu River that will tie you to the one you love. One bottle, 2,000 yen. Okay, he's also selling. It's not like he's giving it away. Okay. He's the cursed water. He's being so shady right now. I mean, not that, like, I'll do a painting for you, because he was an artist, so, like, use your talent. So, cool. To make money. He's like, I'll sell my body. And he's like, I'm actually going to draw, because I'm not a whore. Jesus. Are you sure about that? Like, enchanted Sanzu River water to bring the one you love to you? Aren't these most likely scams? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Look, that man has such a handsome face. He should draw and sell portraits of himself. I know, but you get to stare at him the whole time he's drawing you. Oh, I hope he flirts with me when it's my turn.
Be patient. You'll get your turn.
Scams are terrible. Shanaku, stop doing this.
Do we know each other? If you want a caricature, take a number and stand in line, please.
Ugh. I was about to say something, but just couldn't.
You know, I hate that sight of Hell Guardians. How do you think anyone will listen to anything you have to say if you just hurt them? Ma'am?
I'm sorry, I mistook you for someone else.
Huh?
Because he expected us to fight him. He was like, I don't know who you are. He expected us to say shit. And we're like, fine, whatever. And he's like, wait, what? He is purposely being sassy, so we fight him. What a bastard. Welcome! Today's special is a corned beef and potato sandwich. Care for a sample? Hello, I'll take a corned beef sandwich and a blueberry cream cheese sandwich, please. This is blueberry cream cheese. Corned beef and potato on a sandwich. It's like, it's just, I know, because it's like the whipped cream, because the bread is not the same as, like, it's like a different, so it's like a pastry sandwich, but it's still weird in my brain, because you're like, no, but like, I'm not going to get out like Cool Whip and put on bread. That's weird. The bread is different, though, you know what I mean? But it's still like blueberry cream cheese, and you're like, I mean, it's no different than putting blueberry cream cheese on a bagel or whatever, so like, and then just, I mean, so like, but there's just something in my brain that's like, no. Like, you do peanut butter and jelly on a sandwich, so what's the difference about whipped cream and blue? I don't know why certain things just make my brain want to go no when it comes to sandwiches. I don't get it. No, but the moment I sat on the bench, I let out a pathetic sigh. That was a scam. You shouldn't be doing that. I'm curious about the potatoes on a sandwich, because that would sound delicious, though. But my job to tell him not to. Hell Guardians are supposed to guide prisoners. It's not like I want to dominate him so he just does everything I say. She's like, I just want to dominate him so we can have kinky sex. Wait, what? I don't want to just order him around. Maybe a little. But again, only in the bedroom and in kinky ways, and only, like, when we're role-playing. Fine. I took a depressed bite out of my sandwich. Hachan! Well, if it isn't Hachan over there! Oshichi? What are you doing here? After her breakfast rush, I came by here to take a little break before lunch. Look! She held a paper bag from Bon Bon Bistro. You here alone? Are you waiting for someone? I'm not. Please sit down. Thanks. You covered for me yesterday, right, Hachan? Sorry to drag you out here. Not at all. Sensei Nono always helps me out. I like working there, too. More importantly, are you feeling better now? Of course. Come on, let's eat. We sit down together on the bench and stuff our mouths with our sandwiches. What is it? I'm sorry. I left out of nowhere before and you called me out on it too, huh? Remember, the day you first came to the human realm? It did happen, huh? It's the same reason as back then. I'm just so happy to be sitting here with you eating sandwiches from Bon Bon Bistro. I'm always alone when I'm out here on break. Suddenly I realized, that's right. Never heard Oshichi talk about other girls. She's really friendly and seems like she can become friends with just about anyone. You know, I'm the kind of prisoner who's been in hell for a pretty long time. Everyone around me already became Ume. Maybe that's why she doesn't make friends. Or, like, she's made friends before and they've all disappeared on her and she's been abandoned. So, like, she made friends with us because we're not going to leave her. Sorry, Bird. I'm very sorry, buddy. So, I wouldn't exaggerate and say I don't try and make friends, but oh, so we must have asked her that question because otherwise she's reading her motherfucking mind. But I do think about it. Because everyone disappears before I do. Becoming Mume is great, of course, so I wish them all the best. The souls that have been dropped down to hell die and are revived again through their tortures. But each time they revive, the souls are worn away and eventually they disappear. But I think you won't disappear on me, Hachan. You might be a transient, but you're King Enma's daughter, the Hell Guardian School's top graduate, and you're running security in the human realm. You'll always be my friend, won't you? Of course. I promise I won't disappear. It'll be fine. What if you disappear on me? Oh, we've died a couple of times and disappeared on her, to be fair. I'm glad to hear that. A joyful smile breaks out across her face. Then she takes a bite out of her sandwich, but that's what bad ends are for, to make it to ruin it for everybody. I don't want to make Oshichi sad. I want to be able to eat sandwiches like this with her forever. To do that, I have to capture those escapees. So, I'm going to say something really selfish right now, but would you mind hearing me out? Of course. Is something troubling you? It's about Shinosuke. I almost dropped my sandwich. I was really happy when you said you'd help me look for Shinosuke, Hachan. My heart was racing, thinking he might actually be found, and this time I'd finally be able to see him again. But when I imagine the day where I actually see him, I get scared. About how Shinosuke might have completely forgotten about me. I know, of course I know. If he's in the human realm, he wouldn't have any memories. I know, but I just couldn't forget him, and I've made it this far without disappearing myself. But if the day comes where I see him again and his first words to me are, "Who are you?" I might disappear from shock. No, you can't! John. It's painful just imagining that. Oshichi, I want you to stay my friend too. So please don't say that you'll disappear. It's really nice of you to say, even though I'm being really selfish right now. Not being selfish. You think so? Well, who knows if I'll run into him anyway. It's just my imagination running wild, I guess. That's why I can't help but think she should forget about Shinosuke. Forget about the Shinosuke character altogether and find a new romance. New love, past love. It has to happen for Oshichi to be happy. Oshichi, I don't know what the future holds, so I can't know if everything will be okay. But I really want you to be happy, Oshichi. I'm the strange girl King Enma decided to keep around for kicks. You know how he is. He didn't let anyone near me, which is why Sensei Nono introduced us. I didn't think our friendship would get so far past that introduction. Thought you'd run away. To be honest, I was super nervous back then. I was on pins and needles worrying about what kind of punishment I'd be given if I was rude. I saw you were nervous too, Hachan. Takamura always talked about how you were such a nice girl, so I thought I'd just try acting natural with you. Thank you. I just wish we could stay like this forever. The silk triangle in Oshichi's hair was fluttering in the wind. I want to see Shinosuke, but I feel like something massive is going to change if I do, and that's so scary. But I know that I want to see him. Your friend. How many times have we gone to watch the Sanzu River together? No matter what happens, I'll always be cheering for you, Oshichi. That's why we'll always be together like this. John? I'm sorry. I hate getting so emotional about stuff like this. Well, my break's almost over, so I'm gonna head back now. Do your best. I'll stop by for a meal soon. Reach out to me if you need anything. Thanks, I will. We made her so embarrassed she ran from us. Shinosuke, huh? Her tenacity, her desire to see the man she loves is quite incredible. Strong enough for her to set a fire to her own house. Her intense love has kept her from disappearing, She's had feelings for one man all this time. Even as a friend, and then another, even as a friend, and then another disappear, she continues to wait. On the other hand, it's also crazy I'm able to exist even though I'm so empty. I died at 19. It wouldn't have been strange for me to have fallen in love once by then. Wonder if I was ever in love in my lifetime. Yes. Wonder if anyone fell in love with me. Yes. No, no way. Yes, it was Goemon. We know this. I just, like, I would be shocked if we got there and that had nothing to do with it. Because, again, the opening scene, I feel like, made that obvious. Again, and he's the last route, so I'm sticking with it until they slap me in the face and prove me otherwise. I don't trust men, and once I capture those escapees, I'll be issued a soul preservation certificate, and I'll no longer be a transient. Okay, I'm done eating, so today's the day I really work on gathering some information. And tomorrow's actually the day we work on gathering some information, because it's the end of this part. So, anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.